Now let's move on to our React app, and all of the code for our application is located within the client folder. So let's open up our terminal, create a new terminal window, and switch over to it, and then we'll cd into the client and start up our React app with yarn start. A new browser tab should open up at localhost 3000, and we should see in the top left hand corner of the page the text app. Let's take a look at our client folder. We'll go into the source code in source, and if we go to index.js, we can see the different routes that we have set up for our application. Using this root component, we have a couple of routes set up using React Router DOM. Users navigating to our app for the first time will be taken to this splash or login page to log in, and once they're successfully logged in, they'll be taken to the app component, which will be located on the root route. These two pages, app and splash, are located within the pages directory. Currently we're just outputting the name of the component that's being displayed. And if we head to the app.js page, you'll see where we're exporting it. We're wrapping it with this higher order function, higher order component called withRoot. We're going to be using the component library material UI in order to style our React app, and we're using this withRoot file in order to first create a basic theme, a basic color theme with a primary and secondary color. I chose the colors purple and green, which we're importing from material UI/core/colors. If you want to use different colors, you can head to materialui.com and search for color to see their entire color palette. So withRoot injects a theme within our React app, as well as establishes some baseline styles with the CSS baseline component. Our app is going to be built based off of components listed in the components folder, and if we head to virtually any one of them, you'll see that I've already included some styles for you to use. Now, the way to use these style rules with Material UI is to use first the higher order component with styles, then create the styles object where we write our individual style rules as objects, and then with styles wraps both styles and the component that we want to use these styles in. We can write this styles object as either an object like this or a function which returns an object, and with styles is going to provide to us some built-in values coming from our theme provider supplied by withRoot. So it's going to give us access to our colors, for example, and then to use these style rules within our component itself, withStyles gives us this classes prop, and then, for example, to use this set of, let's say, pop-up image styles, we can add a class name to our markup and set it to classes.popupImage. I added these styles for you so the focus could be on building our app, not so much styling it. And finally, I've also added and then commented out the different Material UI components that we'll be using. All you'll need to do when we start working on a given component is just comment these out and you can use them.